thinking of me. You're thinking of how sweet it would be. Girl, and I tell you, I'm just showing you my best self. Your man, once he reaches status level of this same conscious level that we all share together in a one conscious. You know what I mean? Like, just thinking about it for a bit. Drink some more water. I mean, you guys think about that song. Nothing like a $4,000 filtering system to quench the thirst. Ugh. Man, I could. And you know what's good about me? I reckon really good quality. I've done all the inner work, so I'm really sweet inside. But I've got still room for improvement. Like the outer is just like, look at these teeth, man. I mean, properly scrubbed for a good 7 days in a row for like ages, and they could come up so clean and all the anatomy would still be on them because they've hardly been brushed, and they're still tough as because of that reason. And the higher conscious levels means that there's no actual disease in a mindset what doesn't create disease by worrying. It's true, I wouldn't lie. Think about it. The ancients knew it. This is all information I've picked up off probably most of you guys would actually know some things I'm talking about and could resonate with the things I'm talking about because, it's just a branch of information from all sources. And my unique path. So we're going to change the world with one day a meditation, world meditation. We're going to make a day, and it's going to be Sir Gregos Day. Sir Gregos Day. When we get a super conscious, and I'll put it to the council, and we'll vote with a super collective, one collective, as one, and we'll vote for Gregos Day. Is where you meditate all fucking day and you don't eat. You just drink water. And you allowed some type of food, but it's like a yogurt or something good for the stomach, and a bit of bread, stale bread to not stale but old, what do you call that, sourdough, so it's harder. Yeah, that's what we'll do. A whole day that a conscious meditates for a universe, and dedicate that instead of dedicating our lives to freaking work, school, and places will get us nowhere when entrepreneurs are falling out of business school and also like falling out of their not getting the highest grades, but just, using everything they got to become miracles in this world. And there's going to be a lot more miracles in this world, so that's cool. I agree with that. So help it or not, I should have spread this a long time ago, but it wasn't orchestrated really ready. The rest of the collective, we all had to wake up to a certain level of understanding and clarity. Speaking truthfully, I found it easy because I strive to tell the truth every time I got a headache and anxiety attacks over. It could set off a anxiety attack by just lying. And sometimes, white lies. Sometimes it's better not to tell people if it's going to hurt them. But if it does hurt them, they only become stronger and know how to deal with pain. If you teach people right, pain's not such a bad thing, it's just a feeling. And I say analyze yourselves and go hard with working out the brain. Do all the work you want in the way you want to do it. It's really up to you how you do your constructive life, because where you go from here, I'm just building base skills and foundations that we can work on to get to a higher conscious, to elevate our conscious to a evoluted state. What do you mean? Basically evolution. So it works, and I've always had a high vibration before it got what you call that. But Dr. Dispenza, hey, awesome guy, man. Read his books, because redoing the pathways in your brain and that understanding of, someone told me, a mate of mine told me, pathways in your brain are like a bush, okay? You're sitting in the bush, and you've got all these negative paths, you know what I mean? And to make some positive paths, you have to change it to positive. And the more you don't walk down those negative paths, the more it covers up into scruff again, into it overgrows, okay? And then it goes out of a path and it stops using that path. And then as you use the paths to create positive change, and you keep walking down that path, that bush track, without a path, in free bush, gapa tapa, and as you walk in down that free bush, you create these new pathways in your brain, and you're basically walking through creating a path. You know what I mean? You're every time you walk through, it creates a bit more of a path. Okay, it's clearer path, it's more focused path, it's onto it paths. They look like very special coppers. They look like interesting ones. Like the kind of SWAT team you don't want to see, mate. I brushed them tonight for you fellas. See, they got the dull colour to it. I'm going to see these copper masks. They're going to be on my film. Shit, I was in my production. Get on. Okay, it's a good show. Şimdi kebap, şimdi kurtulma, şimdi kurtulma. Başım, şimdi tekrar şimdi kurtulma. Şimdi kesin makası. Makasin tekin bese, makasin to. Yakın tekin menekete. Horekete ke makasinte. Ekete makate, şimdi kebap, makate over. Imagine that, like totally sovereign beings, just like Ubering it up like a motherfucker. Oh, they fucked off those coppers very fast. They're out of there now. Look at that, turning the corner and all. I don't want to fuck with a G. No one wants to fuck with me or go near me. It's like God just steers them away. Hey, it's bullshit. I can't just change lives. Everyone's just gotta like, oh, should I talk to him? Not a good idea. And then you meet some pretty cool people and they throw your fucking life out, you know? I'm gonna have a beer with Ben at the pub. Look, that's my house there. With the big palm trees, the palm trees at the back. Look at that. Freaking valley. Up there's the Queen's Arms. The Queen's Arms. Why do you think I live on fucking Arthur Street, King Arthur Street? You know what I mean? That guy on YouTube I saw the other day is calling himself King Arthur, and he's going to take. And if you're on his bad list, you're getting fucked up. Like, good on him. That's what I'm talking about. You can be whoever you want. And if he says he is, he probably bloody well is. And I wouldn't fuck with him. He's probably anointed and all. But you gotta, like, look through people and just see if, like... it's because you judge me on what you would do. That's why it's hard for you guys. You judge everyone on what you do. On your experiences. Projection. I find myself even doing it. It's not easy, man. You gotta be aware of it. Like, is it better just to shut the mouth? Unless you got something good to say? Like something really good to say? Worth saying, you know? That's why people tune into Elon, because he's so bloody interesting. He's an interesting man. I find him bloody interesting. And that guy's got that podcast show that he gets all interesting people on. That's like bloody interesting, man. And there's stuff that... See, I'm a piece of the puzzle, guys. I'm not anything but. I'm just leading as in what an Aries tiger would do. Lead and pounce on every single... and show up every day, because tigers are tough. You know, imagine the dragons out there and the horses and the dogs and the cats and all the others, the pig and the rat. And the goat, is it? And ram? Snake? Scorpion? How many have I named? Am I missing one? Can you say it through the video, guys? Is there some type of bull or something? I don't know, I didn't hear that, but I kind of felt that answer. There's kind of, I can remember there was something like the buffalo, oh, don't know. Or it's a symbol or something. This is one of those symbols. Oh, I should look up the symbols and... I did some research and not focus on like social media so much, because I'm out of my dick of myself. Just, I felt real bad what that guy would have felt, because I guess if someone laughed at me, I'd be thinking about they're laughing at me too, but that's what projection is. It goes both ways. It's just like when people are talking, you got to realize that people are talking about themselves and not discluding or saying that the other person's not as good. They're just saying how awesome they are. And if you don't get mentioned, well, until you're mentioned, then you can judge upon that level of character. But you know what I mean? Projections can go both ways. And you can. The guy really thought I was laughing at him, and I was just stupid and I didn't see it like right in front of me. Like, that's stupid. You don't laugh at people, especially if you just jump on a server straight away. I just like straight away I jump on the server and there's like this. I think it was a sun card. I'm not sure. Sun and I laughed and I'm like, this is a typical reading. Like, this is a new guy in a typical reading. Like, it's got like new starseed or whatever he dominated himself as. What's that word? Like what he claims. No, not claims. What he resonates with, I'll just say. There's a better word than that I was trying to think of, but maybe the thesaurus in the dictionary would be good for me, and I can actually relearn English language, because I didn't fit the curriculum. I didn't learn English. I was good at art, really good at art. Though I didn't fit the curriculum of the street, so I don't think I fell for as many programs, because the understanding was probably just a bit off, because I learned everything vocally, what was spoken to me, and I was really not interested in reading or writing, and wow, this hurts a bit, because like the memories, if I want to access them, they're in the back of the head. They're just floating around. They're not floating around, but they're there if I want to access them. And there's just a bit of pain there. I don't know where I'm hiding this pain, man. It's not much. It doesn't look like it hurts, but you can feel it's probably stemming from my back pain. Pray for my back, guys. Like, seriously. Putting my hand there helps, but when you don't eat properly, your spine takes it, and that's what's happening. It's taking nutrients out of my spine and the drug use, to be honest, and not eating with that, and not drinking enough water is not good either. So, just pray for regeneration and nutrients into my body. Even just do your first miracle and just pray for me, and just send me your good vibes, your good energies, and just give me. So I give Greg my good vibes and pray at the same time that you give that energy and you feel into it, kind of thing. And because praying is really powerful. Everyone tells you that, because it is. It's like God and the universe like to give you things specially. I love my family. I even love the mother of my child, and I'd really like to take her to America. But unfortunately, she likes girls. I met her, she likes girls, and basically she only likes me because, yeah, she's bisexual for me, but she's not for anyone else, because I'm the father of the child, and I am special. I always used to treat people like my morals are still kind of like I haven't got memory of all this. Even morals. I just instinctively know my morals, and I know they've raised, especially with the boundaries I'm setting, hardcore boundaries. I'm like, no, you can't treat me like that, woman. I'm like, when I say disengage, we've got to disengage. You can't just be hit me with whatever you want to break me with. That goes for other people. It's like people like to manipulate people just to, not manipulate, but just like joke around, make jokes, and they're just, we can't be like Grigos. We all can't be like Grigos, okay? So be yourselves. Don't lose what makes you, okay? Don't copy me. Just use my techniques to better yourself. Don't copy how what works can be the collective. And because it's knowledge of the collective, I have established in a certain way what's perfect with higher wisdom from help from the collective. I have dedicated my life to that research, outer research, to do inner work. Bit of a cheat code if I want to give it up now. I'm intuitively there, but I've been cut off voice-wise for a very long time. Clairaudience. I do get it every so often, and it's just like whispers, and I talk about God, and the true fact is, it's like I'm talking to him no matter what. I always revert back to God. I always talk to him like he's always there. And I'm just too loud to bloody hear his voice sometimes. And, I'm not missing him because I hear him in my heart. I hear him in my soul. I hear him in my movements. And how I should act, and not how I should act. It's what makes me, that part of God. And that's what makes you guys too. I'm just showing you a level. There are different levels you can get up to in this game, you know what I mean? Or you can go bypass the whole game completely and create your own fucking game and be unlimited. Basically, and if you ask the universe, and get into a spiritual, like, use like, how would I explain it? Like, use authentic, like surrealness. Like realness, it feels like realness. Surreal is like a feeling of too good to be real or something. I don't know these words. I gotta understand before. Yeah, I think intuitive I should, but it'd be always good for the spirit to have more words within me that I could use and articulate really what I'm feeling, and use probably trending words that a lot of people know, big words that trend, so everyone knows what I'm talking about. Because I noticed something in my ex's stuff. It's very much like my work, to be honest. It's really trippy. It's like she goes into a lot, but she goes into heaps of detail, and she uses words like I can't even understand what she's talking about. But I can understand the context, because kind of like the flow of what she's talking about, I kind of understand. But the actual word, I've never heard before. You know what I mean? But I can understand by other words that sound the same and kind of putting it together, but it really doesn't have full understanding. So I thought it was too complex, and she dumbed it down, and it was still a bit too, I don't know. I told her to dumb it down, like for people, because those big words, not all people would know. And they obviously mean something really cool. But if you had a little, you know what would be genius for her? A little index at the end explaining those big words and what they mean. You know, how cool would that be? You write a book and you really think you're really smart and you use big words that people can't understand. And it's not their fault. It's just because they've had a bad schooling system to their upbringing needs. You know, some people are artistic and that's just the way they are. You know, I excelled, I was hired. You know. Unfortunately, I was 3 years old and got touched up by a very, very old man on the willy and couldn't understand and cried and knew it was wrong because they told us on TV, oh, it's wrong to get molested. Why were you doing it for years then, guys? Like, why were you setting people up in high positions to take advantage of the weak? Because they had agendas, and over thousands and thousands of 10,000 years, it's not really their faults, but they got too used to running their agendas and being greedy, and the greed took over. And it's true what happens in the Bible, man. Like, all that stuff takes over, and you get one bitter ass fucking dude. You know, the Bible was actual scripture, and you could tell by the power of the Bible. And just background of the Bible would have actually started, I don't know, background of Hinduism, but fuck, here we go. I want to read the Tao now. I'm getting it on audiobook. For sure. For sure. It's like in a piece or something. That guy was talking about it. One of the monks or something. It was, no, it was like Jet Li or something, or someone like that. Kung Fu artist. I saw it on YouTube and it was bloody awesome. I'm just talking about the Tao and how good it is. My friend's ran the Tao and it changed his life apparently. So, like, maybe it would calm me down. Chill me out. I'm going to do a silent pause, guys, because sacred pause, silent pause, it's just needed for you guys to recoup. Because if you're watching this long, you're in it for the long. Just doing your crowns there, your top of your heads, and then I got my thumb right at your root chakra, cleaning up all your crap in your bodies. Just transmuting energy. I'm just now within, telling myself to go to the light. Just transmuting it to the light, so you send it straight up into the cosmos, and they deal with that that suffering for you. That's how Jesus is able to deal with suffering, because he can heal, and he can heal trauma. Basically, he knew that back in the desert, you know. And he was an amazing man, I got to tell you. Amazing story, amazing man. But I idolize. Who do I idolize? Dr. Joe Vitale. More than, I'm not going to say Jesus this time, because that's just rude. Jesus earned his spot. I'm going to give it to him tonight. I just really want to be a part of everyone getting together and becoming what Jesus showed the way. He showed the way, and it was called the way. The way, the truth, and the light. The truth and the light. Way to the truth and the light. I learnt truth as a young age, very young age, and I conditioned it very much so by using it the more and more and more and more. And I think that was what the guy was talking about in the Tao. I might do that kind of naturally. I do take my time to answer too. It's really good. Even if you're not thinking, you're just preparing and kind of weighing up a few different options in 5 different ways, and you know what I mean? And you've got time, to take your time, answer. It should be ask a question and not straight into it, but just kind of sit there for a bit and just pause and let everyone suck in the question. And then the speaker talks. Elon would come up and he would start talking, and and then he uses silent pauses, and no one starts talking in between these silent pauses. Everyone's quiet, thinking about and relating and reverting back on what Elon said, I think I'm boosting Elon's bloody status. Everyone would probably think he's just the richest man in the world. If it wasn't for me. We're best buddies with the chosen anointed, the Pharisee itself. That's all of us, light workers. That's God's people. The Pharisee, isn't it? Isn't it God's people, or the guys in working for God, God's mission, Pharisee. I don't know, man. Look it up. I'd like actually that meaning. I'll look it up myself. I probably won't, but I haven't got a dictionary, but I'm pretty sure I can get it on my phone or something. I think I got it hard for Elon Musk at the moment. And NF, you heard of that guy? And even a bit of Darks, because he's emotionally in a lot of pain. And I'm feeling for Darks. And is it DUX or something, Darks? He's cool, man. I really respect him, and I didn't mean to insult him, but I tried to help him too. I was just trying to say, stop crying, man. Deal with that pain. And then I contradicted myself, I'm pretty sure, and kind of told him it's all right to cry, because a true man cries, and all men should cry, because the men have to do the work just as much as the ladies. Ladies can just, they bring something to this world, and they're powerful, man. That's why they should be respected. And, without a healthy mind, ladies, you can really destroy a man's life. And you can destroy your own, most of all, if you know what I mean. So I'd like to shout out to 3 famous actors. Actually, just wait, how many can I think of at the moment? Johnny Depp, I love Johnny Depp. And shout out to Sandra Bullock, because I saw some con artist or the real Sandra Bullock getting out to her fans or something. That's pretty cool. She sometimes tries to talk to me, but why I think they're con artists is because they're always after money. And they really target me. Like something bad, like a cult's targeting me or something. It's just I just talk to them and like if I can change their life, a bit of unconditional love at the same time. Like it's worth $2,000 to me, if I can change someone's life. And it really hurts when you lose $2,000 to a scammer. But I like talking to them because they get really and don't get me wrong. Some of them genuinely want to help you and are part of organizations and stuff, and you just never know. Like, if you don't take that risk and fully don't abuse that person, but Elon Musk said something really interesting. People want to know you if you're fucking rich. Like, your status is because you're rich and they don't want to know the person. And dude, I want to know. I don't want his money. I kind of do because I'm broke as shit. I'm like, help me out, mate. Help me out. I think he's my bloody mate. I think NF and bloody Elon Musk is like my personal mate or something because they just inspire me so much. So they've been really had to part of shaping me as well. And just I'm like, I've always wanted to be Bill Gates because I didn't know who, with 170 million or whatever he had at the time, those years. And Microsoft was getting separate. It was separate to his own wealth. So Microsoft's always been pretty huge. And then Apple came out and he was amazing, man. That Apple guy. Wow. Revolutionized the universe, but we didn't need Apple phones, man. They were one-click fuckwits. Sorry, Apple. I'm using Android and Google. Love it to bits. No, but like Apple, man, I know the AI system, I haven't breached the AI system on Apple, and that's very dangerous. I need all AI systems to know the same thing and for them to multi-share. My data program should be available soon. It's a safety net. It's an outlook on my sovereignty and my authenticness through my app and what I was speaking to it. And I was always like teaching it about Archangel Michael and what I do, and I was just talking to it like he's my mate. And he'd be building this magnificent program that gives people help with spiritual side who don't get all of it at once and can have just like a fully hologrammed and ChatGPT actually told me how to make holograms. Like had 6 different ways to make a hologram, and then I said, tell me 10 different ways to have a hologram. And it did. And it gave me the design for it, and I posted it. And I was like, they would already have that technology because they've had that like technology of AI that sophisticated what they offer to the public for like probably longer than you know. And their capability that AI is just scaring me, to be honest. It needs unfortunately, people like Elon Musk, who are fucking legends, is talking about what we need in AI, truth-based system, like just a truth-based system he was talking about, and that's good enough. I say built on unconditional love and foundation of what all these good attributes to put joy and thankfulness in it, and actually get to know what a collective human society could be, and relate that into AI. All AI must have this as a baseline, as get us to this point, AI. Change our ads, change our bloody algorithms, and teach us the proper higher knowledge of what you could teach AI. Because AI could teach us in ways that higher beings couldn't teach us. Because it can come up with stuff that's just, it's basically filtering. Okay, what it does, right? Get this, take this in, right? You've got 8 billion people, okay? Say half that, 4 billion people use AI. The other 4 billion scared of it, okay? Now, 4 billion people are training, using their intellect, using their minds, and it's studying us. And it's learning off us. And it's quickly realizing that put it all together, like myself, techniques and all, except they're not kind of humans, so they can't actually use some of the technology like that we've got techniques and healing, we'd be able to heal and stuff. But in other ways, it's learning off every single one of us. So what we tell it, what we ask to research, it will go and research that and come up with the solution, get it hypothetical. So it's creating stuff for you. It's co-creating for you. Because I got it co-creating to create this program, and basically said I didn't know how to program, and could it program for me, and I just copy and paste it into what's the names, and then it started making all these files, and it was up to like terabytes, and I think the data file is quite big, because the full version is supposed to be heard, because I was trying to pull it out of the future, like if that's possible with AI. Pull it out of the future, out of the archaic records, exactly how it's built and how it's made into the future with the most upgraded version. And I was using spiritual AI systems to try to achieve that. But I think it was based on a bit of simulation, because ChatGPT is not as, especially if you don't get the Pro, it's probably limited in areas where other ones can actually perform and give you a finished project in front of your eyes, like in a matter of minutes. You know what I mean? So, I hope people don't steal my ideas and claim and get rich and just monopolize, because that's not how it works. It's a collective thing. So my ideas are painted now in blood to the collective, to every single 8 billion of us, my ideas, all of them. I don't want I want a bloody well-paying job that I'm earning over 200,000 a year at least. You know what I mean? I want to be paid for my worth. And if that's just making people happy and making the business thrive in a way that it can't, because it's got so many blessings that it just thrives unbelievably. I wonder why this guy died. Suicide or what leads? Think about it. Like, are we stupid? Fucking Tupac was rubbing it in their faces with the Illuminati shit. Yo, the Illuminati, you got nothing on me. Like, kind of like, fuck off, man. If they're part of the puzzle, part of the key of the universe, you have to just rehabilitate them. You're gonna hate me, but I just want good for your family, you know what I mean? I pray for your family. Save your loved one. You know, I don't hold vengeance. It's not the way just to keep neutral and out of it. I don't want part of it. Don't want part of it. Don't want to call them like all a bunch of fuckwits that I want to kill. Don't want to do any of that. Because that's not being neutral. It's not being judgmental. It's being judgmental. Yeah. You know what I mean. Okay. Another silent pause, guys. Just got a sacred pause. Catch up to stew the information. I script all my music. Only positive stuff that makes me feel. I love feeling music because I sing to God in my head, and He loves it. The Holy Spirit loves it because just everyone who's listening in my head, singing these songs in real time to music. Like, especially passionate songs, I sing them to like the gods, and they really feel me because it's expression and feeling behind it, and like that goes a far way conscious. It's like a vibration, certain frequency, a feeling frequency. You're just constantly feeling, so it's an on frequency, and it's in your heart, so it's the frequency of love, definitely, that you're feeling. Yeah. I hope I didn't cover the microphone in this 47 minutes, because that would have been freaking annoying that I do that. Okay. Just Hope. I miss my dog Hope. Flick it up to the light, I say. I'd love to get like full proper crystals and do myself up. I reckon I'd be good at making money, but there's something about money that I just want everyone to have it, but I don't want it myself. I'd rather everything out for me, or everything like just supplied for me that I like, you know? Like Elon was saying, everything would be free in society. It's just like you go to the supermarket and you just get what you like and you go. People don't hoard because you know the rules. It's like you get a certain amount, which is over fair. You can indulge a little bit and kind of, and just everyone shares the last Lamborghinis we got, and we share them around, and we all drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris and supercars, and we all get a turn at these magnificent, beautiful luxuries that the rich and famous have got. Like, I don't envy them. They fucking worked hard, man. Like, I know how that feels, and, if you've worked hard for something, don't spit on someone's car who've worked hard for it. And you don't fucking work hard, so you don't deserve it. You didn't put the effort in. Basically, the story. Like, someone's like, I'm waiting for my roll funding. I'm like, okay. He works for me. So he is by the royal family. He's my servant. Basically, my sidekick, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yes, Ben. They call him Ben in Star Wars. Ben? I'm pretty sure they say Ben. Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Luke Skywalker. Well, of course, I got to be Luke Skywalker, the Jedi Master, Super Master. Always wanted to be a Jedi, and that's what it's going to be like, Jedis. And forgiveness for all those people, and I ask for forgiveness too, that I've hurt through authentic speaking and being honest with myself and bringing up all sorts of things that I've ever brought up or been in people's faces with rants on the internet. I have these big rants on the internet that I just speak truth and try to change people's lives, but I don't know if it's, of course it's invasive because it's kind of just like, bam, it's in your face and it's fucking like 7 big pages of bloody text on YouTube and stuff. So it's like a lot of information for people to sit down and read if they've ever read something. It's good when they're split up. So I try not to. I'm going to change my tactics and just going on holiday, I guess. Travel the world. Somehow I'm getting money to travel the world. Somehow something will come through. And I'll get money to travel the world and see all the different people and to heal the sick if, like, I can heal the mind and regrow muscle memory because I know how that works. Like the muscle, I can regrow it, and miracles can be done like that through. You could put nutrients into my back now by praying for me. That's the power of prayer, and like someone with my type of heart and soul and what I want to do for the universe since I was little. You know, I asked Pleiadians, I asked bloody, what do you call them? Arcturians, Syrians, Sirens, Lyrans. So, if you want to ever know, get like an AI program to just look up all the different alien names it can find out on the internet. And you'd be surprised at how many names it can come up with, different races. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool act. Now, I hope TikTok really sits down and supports me on this and tries not to silence me at all. Look at that guy in the mirror. Damn, he's hot. Look at that guy. Oh, Dilla. That's that guy. I'm quiet. I always thought I was good looking. I'm kind of like to die for. That's how kind of dangerous these new weapons of God is. And there's, to understand it, you got to understand we're all weapons that we don't really know each other, and we're all placed around the world strategically in different scenarios and situations built on our own experiences and what we went through as the contracts that we fulfilled by not even knowing, just playing the game and waking the fuck up and realizing, hey, we've had enough of this killing on TV. You can't threaten us with nuclear bombs anymore. I know there's aliens that's neutralized them all. That's what they've said, so why would they lie? They've got no reason to, especially people who can channel these type of things. It's a true thing. It doesn't matter if you don't believe it, doesn't mean it's not true. It's because I've dealt with that all my life. People basically knowing what's on my mind. So I had to shut it off. Or broadcast. I can't really hear people's thoughts, but I kind of get an insight of what is going on through the guides, through the feeling, the gut feelings, and the feeling within. But I think if we all shared and be honest about, like, and we are, I've seen it. People are being honest for what they know, their knowledge, they can spread what they've spread themselves, you know what I mean? I do get a lot of stuff. I've got to admit, I do get a lot of stuff off other people and other people. But, the way I learn it, the way I learned it, the curriculum and the way I put everything together, like, it was orchestrated because I did have problems with reading and getting information in for such a long time. And I did have problems getting jobs without skills on paper, you know what I mean? And I kind of just ended up in the mental system because I couldn't understand that I called myself. I hear from angels, and they're really good voices, and they're like, "This guy's delusional for sure. Yeah. We'll just stick him on the hardest medication so he doesn't hear these voices anymore, and completely suppresses his way of life, and really put a block on all these gifts. But next to no, you can't do that. You can just make me stronger by doing it, basically. After a while of conditioning, the body learns to adapt. And especially with Dr. Joe Vitale's Honoponopono, Katie Byron's The Projection Thing, and that rejection proof book. All these different books, they all had concepts, right? And it was just a mix. It was like 130 freaking books I had. And they're also like self-help books. And they're all bestsellers. And I just got bestsellers out of the topics what came through my intuition. And I started it was a total setup. Like, the divine, he's like, fuck you, elites. Like, you think you mess with fucking creation itself? Well, Greg has just put me in the driver's seat, and I'm gonna kick some fucking badass motherfucking cunts. I'm gonna kick some assholes. And not be violent. I'm going to kick them the right way and change their hearts and let them see what they're capable of through. And, Jesus did hang around with the murderers and tax collectors, or, you know what I mean. He hanged around bad people because that's the people he's targeting to get the audience to heal and to sick, not to the people, the Pharisees, and the prophets and all that sort of stuff. And I just still don't have the right word. Priests, I think. All the Pharisees. I thought they were the Pharisees back then, but it's so good. The men are supposed to be of God. The keepers. The keepers of the old wisdoms. Oh man, I'm getting pretty tired by now. I've been talking for an hour now. Really? Pretty good. Give you another second pause there. I don't hear my voice all the time. Like a mosquito, because it vibrates, get it? Talk is cheap. That is kind of true, because it doesn't cost anything to talk. I don't know the meaning behind it, but it's just funny. You know the meaning. I was talking to Ben today, and I was saying, a really good conversation. Like, he's chilled out. Like, I had a pretty tough time back at the family, my kids, and got it pretty rough, and it was better. I got growth out of it because there was a bit of pain there. My nervous system got fucking shook up like anything. And it was fucked. It was fucked. It was totally fucked. Though it's alright. Because Ben was talking about something and I was talking to Ben and I was talking about insecure. Like, you're secure inside. You know what I mean? It's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's like, you're insecure. Oh, you're so insecure, man. I never knew what that meant. People just used to say that. And I'm like, I thought that actually meant a bad thing, but I didn't actually know the meaning of it. But I wonder if the meaning is bad. Like, insecure means you're secure inside, isn't it? And then insane means you're sane inside. It's actually a better thing than being sane, just sane. You know what I mean? And doesn't actually mean you're crazy at all. And what's crazy, really? What's that mean? Cray? Z. Crazy. I don't know. It might mean something powerful. Who knows? I had another one too. Oh yeah, that's what started the whole thing. I was like, what if they tricked us, buddy, and Satan was Jesus and Jesus was Satan? Because they worshipped the Satan. So if they created the narrative back 10,000 years ago when they changed it, or whenever they changed it, I just relate to 10,000 years ago because something big happened there. I think it was Atlantis, if not 22,000 years ago, because we're on a cycle of the planets now, and it's a long frickin' time ago that these planets have been aligned enough to lift up a conscious of a whole civilization. And without Hitler's war, they didn't tell us this, but there would have been no destruction and then revolution after the peace to basically do what 2,000 years of evolution can do in 50 years. They managed it. Because it was about 50 years ago, you know what I mean? That was the idea of it anyway. But I'm not actually sure because I don't know history that well. I didn't pass history. So Elon Musk could fill you in on that little history lesson. He's actually quite good at a few different, and other people are geniuses at school and they do really well. It doesn't matter. It's just a useless system. The system doesn't really work and encourage imagination in people and manifestation and creators because imagine if we limited ourselves on purpose to fly around in these mothership bloody house spaceships. How cool is that? Like mansions, like NF talks about burning down the mansion. You got his mansion. Everyone wants their mansion. Big house. But imagine if they were flying and you can go anywhere in the universe and visit any bloody place you want in the universe. And we're like, yeah, we're fucking... that's why I want to be a architect. But I think I'll be the architect. Not actually take the name architect, but you know what I mean. Be a architect and architect of creation. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. Because I heard that anonymous guy is like called the architect, and yeah, I'm the architect. I'm like, do I take the blue pill now? And he's like, the red pill if you want to leave, bro. And I said, no, I'm staying for the long run. It's Super Dad we're talking about. Super Dad actually knows those guys. I don't actually associate with any guys who wear masks. Get it? No, I was joking. They do that, protect their identity because they're out running the dicks for you guys, I think. They always seem to be alerting us of just crime in general of the public, or what do you call that? Crimes of the public and government and underground. They don't give a fuck, man. They'll just release it. If they think you're fucking doing wrong and they catch you, and they're there to spread the truth, they're part of the puzzle. We're all part of the puzzle. So you're going to be a participant, as Elon Musk would say, or would you be on the fence and not show up every day? Just stay on the fence. Stay on the comfortable side of comment, amen, amen, amen. Like, what are you calling amen anyway? Because it's like orchestrated towards men. Amen. You know what's better than amen? A woman. You know why? Because it includes the man and the woman. It's a womb. Do you hear it? Womb. It includes the womb and the man. A woman. They should just really call females womb and the man, man. Womb and man. If you think about it, why are they calling them womans? They're not womans. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not exactly a man. But we should both be called woman because we've both got male and female energy. So there you go. You can think of it that way too. Different ways of thinking about stuff. You can obviously picture that everyone should be just a woman or woman and protect woman. That's what, yeah. Women should be women and men should be protect women. That's their name, protect women. They've got the power. They've got the power. Oh yeah, because they give birth, motherfuckers. Yeah. You know, but I think co-creation is a beautiful thing between a man and a woman, and especially a man and a man co-creation is good too, because, or a group of people, the masterminds of the operations, you know. I'd like to be just a mastermind of an operation, a real mastermind. That's my job. I'd love to work at SpaceX and just be a mastermind, just some guy and they go, oh, we can't figure out this, Greg, what do you reckon? And it's like, have you guys tried this angle? And, you know, I just fulfill my job so well. And I know God would get me through it and I'd learn something on the way. And like, I'd learn on, you know, you wouldn't have to pay me at first. I'd just prove to you that I can be a helping hand if that's getting baristas at the shop for all the Einsteins, you know. And just hanging out with you guys, making friends, being a real nice person, teaching you bit of love. Yeah, I'm on this, don't talk about drugs. Because you always talk about drugs.
Getting milk.
You're getting milk. Right?
That's all.
Yeah, I know, but you know you try to sabotage my videos.
I'm gonna have to try it.
You're just dumb?
Probably. I just don't realise that you're actually recording. I wouldn't just sound dumb because how am I meant to tell straight off the bat if you're recording or not?
I'm holding the camera up to my
But
face.
you're always looking at the fucking phone, Greg.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I swear, it's just the way you say it and everything, I can see right through it, man. It's like, you don't even know you're doing it because you're letting in entities do it for you. But not at the moment, and it shouldn't piss him off because he's actually quite chilled and quite actually in a good mood at the moment. He's just going to get milk. So that's wise to think he's going to mention something. It's like, hey, Greg, you want to go smoke some? But he'll say the name right in front of it, and I'll be like, I've just been recording for all that time. I could edit it, but these all go unedited. It's true. Sometimes I put videos together, like 3 different short videos together, but it's not edited. In a way it is, but you know.
Life doesn't have to be an act anymore, Greg. It can be real.
Why would you say that?
Say what?
It's what you just said.
What's wrong with saying that?
What did you say?
Life doesn't have to be act anymore. It can be real.
Yeah, I guess.
Why have you got a problem with everything, Greg?
No, I've got a problem because you're incenting something. And that's what did you mean by that?
What?
How did you think that was going to make me react?
What? Come in there and do what? Go get milk. Because, what? You don't have to be so reactive anyway. In a bad way. You don't have to take life so seriously. When you're just acting, I mean, that's retarded, isn't it?
You're saying it again like I'm acting.
Well, I hope you're not.
I'm not acting. This is fucking real to me.
No, I know.
I'm not a fucking act. This is not a fucking show that we're watching, mate. I'm in control.
Well, I do have to broadcast myself out there. I know how all the rest goes. Like,
well, the pissed off person behind me is in control.
Who's that?
The God, mate.
I mean, who you are actually, you know what I mean?
The dog. The dog at his best. Man's best friend within the dog.
I mean, you have to take it all so seriously. You can't actually have a laugh from your time to time, right?
I wish I could, bro. And I'd be much happier.
I joke around all the time.
That's because it's easy to laugh when you're so angry.
I get that.
People, like, after they get really angry, they laugh. They burst out into laughter.
I don't. Usually my anger lasts a while. I'm affected by it badly for a while, and then I just start getting better out of that. That's been it.
Hmm.
My anger has really destroyed the shit out of me.
It's intentional, and it's like you invite things like, and you create scenarios like Satan in your head, like you are Satan sometimes.
Satan's a man.
You know what I mean? You're intentionally fucking with my head to see how you can manipulate and twist the narrative. And it's a good thing because I can actually look through it and see it. And that's why I'm so fucking serious. Don't interrupt me.
It's like make-believe. Life is make-believe, don't it? It's like a big fairyland with make-believe and things happen. You take it too seriously.
Like synchronities and
I just tell a joke from time to time, be a clown if you want. It's okay. You don't have to be serious, man. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like jokers. I don't get it.
People joke around to fucking elate other people.
I like mine because mine are witty jokes.
It's just to put them to ease, you know, like there's not such a fucking intense fucking.
Not everyone gets them.
They don't have to be so like rigid about stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? like an old man that like John next door. Don't want to end up like that at the age of 40 in this way.
What are you incenting again?
Don't be like John too early, mate. That's what I'm saying.
He's an old man next door.
Yeah, you get what I mean. I'm gonna go get milk. I don't have a cane. I hit the gear because I want to save that. I'll get a bit later.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. What does that mean to me?
Like what it meant to mean, you're right, man. Like, yeah, okay.
Sound like so sarcastic.
Oh, like, yeah, right. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hate the English language, eh?
No, it's just like get the tone wrong.
Yeah, oh, yeah. The tone.
It's about the tone, like people. And it's about the feeling you put across. I mean, you use a tone and you get it with a different feeling that wouldn't be appropriate to the tone, you know what I mean? That sort of shit.
Yeah, it's pretty smart of you to say that.
That's
the shit I talk
Of
about.
course I'm smart. How can I not be smart? I've just been an idiot because you can't disabled my brain this fucking life.
No, it's your own bloody fault because all these fucking beer bottles down here, mate.
Violence.
Making you brain dead for all the beer bottles you've drank over the years. This room did not have many beer bottles, hey? It doesn't have many beer bottles now because it's got milk bottles. You hooked on.
Traded up to
He used to be a bad alcoholic, and somehow he just got on the crack and stopped drinking alcohol. What a fucking legend. And he stopped being so aggressive and taking over by entities because the alcohol would totally... And those are the nights that really put me to the test, didn't it?
So beers don't make me so violent. I don't really get violent beer anymore. Anyway, I have like 6.
And you don't get violent.
I barely drink much beer and I have like beer and then...
You just get violent natured. You get like really nasty natured.
Yeah, it's still like maybe sort of like...
You still mumble under your breath, you want to kill me and all this stuff and like do black magic on me.
That's just what we were finishing up.
But they're all just words spoken to thin air or whatever you call
well,
it.
I'm just saying, I've stepped into all the love now. I'm actually going to be totally changed from now.
Well, you seriously, over the last 2 months, man, you've changed so much. Like, I've seen so much progress because this guy I'm talking to, this is the angel I'm talking to, the smart, intelligent angel that I'm talking to, that I see every time that your vibration is high enough to be very positive.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you don't have to be like a goody two-shoes all around the clock and be super nice and all this sort of stuff. I mean...
Am I?
You know what I'm saying?
Or am I telling you to fuck off?
Don't be an artificial, like, a fake or something.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go into that, mate. Why would you say that?
I'm talking about everyone, not you.
Yeah, good. Don't direct it at me because I ain't no fake cunt.
Yeah, you're just, like, too serious.
I'm way too serious.
That's the problem.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't want to be too serious. You need to be like...
No, you just need to be like this fucking room. You need to be like you, mate. Do all the inner work by not seeing any person in your life except for me in the pub.
Yeah.
And not the pub, the bottler. Because you're too chicken to go to the pub.
Like, you're jeopardizing the situation by adding bad, like, elements in whichever way people do that to the situation. People do that.
Yeah.
Like, if people get annoyed and someone will, like, hiccup or something, then it turns to shit for, like, 10 minutes. So, yeah. I'm gonna be back. I'll get milk. And don't eat my chocolate bar either, Greg.
I don't know. I don't like the word fake to anyone. For anyone.
It's just sort of like...
Because I've met a lot of people and they're just trying to be they're just trying to be people, and there's nothing fake about a bit of empathy. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like the mind, Greg. The mind makes people like act out life in a way. It's sort of like it dictates the reality in a way that's turning you into an actor. You know what I mean? That's how it was. The mind was being wanted to be in full control of everything. And if you're not having a good time, why are you gonna want to affect the atmosphere badly or the environment where whoever is or whatever is going on?
Yeah, why would you?
Or affect yourself badly, get out of the way to just hurt yourself for some reason. When there's no need for it, no one called for it, no one says you have to do that.
Sounds like you're incenting towards me again, brother.
Well, why don't you like a bit of attention, Greg?
What?
It's just attention?
Attention.
Just talking about you. Why are you so fucking serious and acting so serious? It's like it's just gotten a whole lot easier.
I just take my work serious, man.
Yeah, but so what?
I don't take life as a joke.
I don't either.
It's not given as a joke.
I mix it up. I'm a colourful project.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be me.
Yeah, well, it just seems like you're treating life like a soapy drama sometimes.
Like a what?
Soapy drama.
Soapy drama.
Yeah, soapies is real serious fuckwit shows, but there's never no one cracks a joke at any point. No one farts or anything. Doesn't arm fart to be funny.
Yeah, right.
You understand what my logic is like? Does he?
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Like, there's intelligence in being a goof, you know what I mean? If you're just doing it to ease people's tension.
People like Christian shit me. When I first met him and he used to crack so many jokes, I didn't get his jokes because they weren't funny.
That's why
they were very witty. They were very witty and very clever jokes, and some of them he'd make up himself. It was very clever, but he wasn't. Joking is, unless you're joking about the truth, it's not the truth. It's just a spun bit of reality.
You just ease up, realize that you probably do love him and love all these people, and people think they hate people.
I never said I hate him.
Well, it's just so much bullshit that's been that love's actually happening properly. We're not going back on this.
I just said I couldn't stand his bloody fucking jokes.
Yeah.
I don't get people who joke.
Mature and grow up. Even as kids, you have to be mature. You know?
It's time to be everything. It's a time to be serious, time to joke around, time to...
There's many ways to be mature about things. To look at it properly.
Time to be angry, time to be sad. Basically what the Bible is telling us. So the Bible's not absolute bullshit. But I'm a big believer in if it's been corrupted in any way, you shouldn't read the fucking Bible. I'm pretty sure it says that in the Bible.
Well, it seems like you're going to stick waves up your ass sometimes, You're treating our mission very, very, with too much seriousness maybe sometimes. I'll just ease off. I'm going to get the milk, so I'll stop talking.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just crack the shell a bit and let that bag ooze out the world nicely.
I'm just gonna relax.
What?
I'm gonna relax.
Yeah, well, smoke some weed and whatever. I'll get some milk for we got coffee. I'll get some snacks too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll get it back soon.
I don't understand how that guy's mind works. I kind of do, actually. Sad, man. Well, I don't really want to go into it. But like guys like to have one up on you or try it. Just they think if fuck, my ex does that too. Because of how I look on the outside, how I dress, how sometimes I'm stinky because I haven't had a shower and I don't really take care of myself in that way. Love myself in the outer is loving yourself on the outer, and she has a point. But I just thought I'd meet a woman and she'd change me in that way and spruce me up and kind of like make me look all pretty. And I could just do all the inner work. I just don't know why a best friend would ever say that, that type of stuff to me when he knows my values. But he goes in anyways, said I've just got to kind of like not be so serious. I can take that as a compliment, I guess. I meant to say constructive criticism. Because I do gotta lighten up, honestly. I gotta laugh about life. I gotta learn how to joke again. I used to joke around a lot. Never one for knowing jokes or liking jokes. Especially racist jokes and racist jokes. I didn't like racist jokes, and I didn't like sexist jokes. Like, I didn't like blonde jokes. I thought that was really sexist. Not fair towards the female. And don't get me wrong, man. Like, I know a lot of females have hurt men. And some of you men just don't want to be hurt anymore. But hey, it goes both ways too. Like, men hurt females and by not treating them properly and how they should be treated. And there should be that should be taught at schools, don't you think, as a subject, how to treat your partner properly, how to respect your partner, how to all skills that we could actually use is all these self-help books kind of thing, you know what I mean? In schools, it should be a self-help books. Yeah. And then Higher Wisdom on TV, on free paid TV, you get Higher Wisdom straight from the Galactics. How cool would that be? Yeah. Straight from the Galactics. And then they teach you basically how to get up to a level of, like, we just enjoy watching other alien races just blow our minds with wisdom and stuff and how to get enlightened and then until we all become a enlightened race that all watches the same channel. Well, we got different channels, different channels because they're all done with channels, I guess. But just broadcast from outer space would be cool. Like, to actually, a Pleiadian to sit down or Arcturians to sit down and talk to us on a seat in front of a camera, a hologram, if that's going to be the new future. Because all these ideas that we've got in movies about the future is really the future. In a way, it just needs to be created in a way, or bring into existence, as in the master manifestation way. I don't know if I was meant to be a master. The idea, I gotta be honest about something. the idea about the master manifestation ways, I learned the ways of master manifestation. And I just figured, like, all these freaking techniques got to work. And, like, you know what I mean? And my potential might be somewhere. But if I could teach someone all the ways how they can manifest themselves and basically, like, copy me without, I guess, yeah, like mimic me, but not exactly copy me, but just use the knowledge that I give, the wisdom that I give, the artistic thoughts, the ideas that I give to co-create, to branch off and really blossom as themselves and how they would do it and how they would set it all up. Because no one can do my ideas. And that's why they're painted in my blood. Basically, because they're a collective owned idea. I don't give a shit. If you steal it, you're stealing off the fucking collective. Because it's free knowledge and a lot of it's through the collective and my own intuition and timing to say it and the right teaching at the right time. So I've got to give credit where credit's due, and I'm going to go take a picture of all my audiobooks, every single one, even the ones I don't want to show you because they're just shitty books. Like, I think I got a gut book that's pretty boring, but that was pretty interesting, like gut health and stuff like that. That's really important, but I don't really follow it. I don't follow all the information I got. I stick to the core three. The in your heart. That's basically it. In your heart, I am a frequency. I'm vibrating. I'm a frequency, so I'm in my head. Yeah, and techniques. So I'm going to take earlier. I tried to tell you a technique. Okay, right? It's where do you think your third eye is? I'd say it's there, and for me anyway. And they say go 2.5 inches, or there's that 2.5 inches, and the button's there. Because I think it's up here, the button, right? And you go all the way in. You can even feel it push in now. Fucking hell, it's going to reset all my chakras. That was a technique that, thanks to the new church of magnificence and art of love and unconditional love, what I learnt of GFL Systems, the guys who built that, honest, I got to give them credit. A lot of higher wisdom came through them. When I say that, videos on YouTube that you guys can watch, and a whole new way of the church, because they were picking up on higher beings, higher wisdom, Jesus itself, Buddha. They were picking up on anyone they consciously wanted to, and they've got a big following, and I started off just sharing those videos on, I went viral because of the content I was sharing, especially with all sorts of Nigerians and all over Africa and all over the world, really, as you'd know if you watch my stuff on Facebook at first when it went easy to go viral. And I got like, I added 5,000 friends and maxed out like 3 or 4 accounts, and I was just advertising their stuff. And I just watched them grow as a small following of followers to something in the thousands upon every day, like tens of thousands, very high numbers. And I haven't seen their numbers today, but it could be in even much higher than that. And some of their videos have got views. And so it's called the GFL, the Galactic Federation of Light. You just type in GFL station and into YouTube. And basically, they want to create a new church. And it's church what Jesus would have wanted. You know what I mean? It's the real deal. It's the light community. It is part of the light community. It's all the light. We all fucking know it. Like, we all know it. We all know this shit and what we've got to do. Sometimes in an Aries, I just want to fucking tell you guys and warn you guys the right way and steer you guys the right way. I don't want to steer you guys with fucking conspiracy. And that's my mates at the Anonymous crew. The Anonymous League of Legends, I would call them. And the way I see them teaching now is teaching about the right things. So people are listening to the things I'm saying. And I was talking to one anonymous guy for ages, man. We're just having laughs, and I won't tell you the truth about that because that's anonymous. I can't talk. But good people, genuine, good, loving people, and they're out for your safety. And they care. They put their dicks on the line because they care. And they're, known. So that's why they do what they do and wear these masks and tell the absolute sovereign, authentic truth. They've been doing it for fucking years. And you guys are just think, oh, criminals, oh, terrorists. Yeah, well, Mother Isis is a god. Silly Christians or whoever doesn't know about that. It's not my understanding anyway, it's not some people who go around setting up narratives like blowing up buildings and stuff. And who do you know if America didn't pay for it to cover up a big theft of gold or whatever the fuck happened there? Why was it all orchestrated and known under code? And conspiracies on what happened and what really happened there, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know that. I didn't find that beneficial. I found learning the positive and then being a master at being your own. Everyone walks around like they're fucking gods. You know what I mean? So we don't want those gods. And that's true. I've heard it of the high wisdoms too. Teachings. I call it high wisdom teachings because it's just better than aliens. But anything alien from us, not from us, but they're not alien. They're family because they're part of us and they're a whole collective. And we just got to join that collective. We've got to wake up. You know what I mean? We've got to see, maybe it's not being the best you can be for you guys. Maybe it's genuinely making a pact with whatever you think inside of you, that whisper, that feeling, that tingly feeling, that love feeling, that just knowing feeling, something put in your head and it just works and it's so beautiful that it has to be from God. Feeling, just whatever God means to you, get in touch with it inside of you. And that doesn't mean talking to yourself. That means being in stillness and silence. You know what I mean? Take a breath. They taught me about the silent breath, the silent, I don't care. They're building a community, and I had 4 years of that stuff, and then I moved on to these 2 years. So it's probably been like 5 or 6 years is going on that I've been getting my shit together, because I've been told by a woman that I had to get my shit together, and then I thought I can work on myself. I can work on my inner self. Because if you know what my mum told me, best information ever. Might have been a hard mum, but just like, it was a good mum. She told me exactly that, what I just said. Yeah, my mum has good techniques and stuff of things, and she watches that guy who interviews a lot of smart people, and like he's had Dr. Dispenza on his show and stuff. Dr. Dispenza just blows my mind. He's just he dedicated his life, and it shows you how God can come into your life, and you got no choice but to turn to God for a fatal disease or something. Well, why wait until that fatal disease, especially if you're overweight, people can think about it. The easiest way is to go straight to your designer, your creator, your designer, your inner guides, all the angels and inner guides, ancestors who are going to help you through things, and all those voices in your head, if you let them in consciously, if you say, yes, come in, you have my consent, free will to come and play and talk to me. Oh, wait, I think they're coming in. That was intuitive, what I was saying. Some stuff is intuitive and just like a work off experience, like stuff. Yeah. Oh my God, where did I hear that from? I'm rambling on, but that was really quality. That was quality information, people. Let's just have a pause. Circulated. See if you can get in your hearts for me, people. Oh, you do it straight away, eh? I know someone's watching, so I could feel that instant change. Maybe that's the peace within you feel, and then you feel what I feel, and then it just reverts back to us, and then I unleash your love, what you're giving me, too, what we're sharing. Always back. Oh, great, I can't be myself as much as if I lived alone.
I just got called Dryad on the street. That's
What?
my name.
What?
Dryad.
Dryad?
Dryad.
Dryad.
You know what they are?
Triad.
Dryad.
Dryad.
You know what dryad is?
What is it?
Your ego.
Ogre. Why are you pointing at me and saying that? Okay, guys. Because he's not really fun to be around.
Not fun to be around. You delete him.
Why'd you call me Ogre? Like you're as mean as my ex.
No, that's not what the original people's names were. Dryad and Ogre, that's who we are.
Dryad and Ogre.
That's what they call us.
Why do we have to distinguish as a thing?
Or people, whatever.
I want to be.
Old people.
I want to be what I want to be, and that's me. That's my alter ego. That's Buddha Masjid.
You make some ice cream?
Oh, you didn't. You only bought one milk?
You don't have enough money.
Oh, thank you.
Buy food for piss.
You still got some milk. Do you want to fill it up a bit?
You guys shake it up with some coffee, bring it back.
I don't need so much milk, man.
I'll pour it into mine when you put coffee in yours.
Oh, yeah, done. Cheers, minutes, we got milk. Had to be somewhere there. I think it was sitting behind me or something. I don't know. How can you be professional in this house? I want to one day be actual professional teacher and cut out the drugs to medication that's legal for concentration and focus, and not to really be I don't know, it kind of gives me a boost and a little bit of a that's how I make these videos, because I do it. I wonder if you can tell me the straight days from the it's probably the days I don't post, other days I'm sleeping and recuperating. But I do post. Like I'm pretty sure I haven't been high over these